message to the scum in social services, in the police, in the council, who have covered up this monstrosity for the last 17 years. These people, knowing about all of this abuse going on, have taken a deliberate and conscious decision to brush it under the carpet for reasons of political correctness. They doomed hundreds of our young girls to being gang raped, to being tortured, to being groomed, to being sexually exploited by Muslim Pakistani paedophile gangs. And this is just in Rotherham. It's going on all over the country. It's going on in Bradford, Blackburn, Luton, Birmingham. It's going on in every single town and city across this country. Do you imagine, nationwide, how many victims there are? Thousands of them, maybe tens of thousands of victims of what's going on. What do the authorities do? Rather than tackle it, they condemn our young girls, our daughters, our sisters, our cousins to a life of hell and sexual abuse by these predators. Well, that's not good enough. We've come here today to make our voices heard. We're going to march into town now, right into the town centre. We're going to have a few speeches, a few talks, and then we're going to come back. But let it be known that after this day, no one in authority can hide again, because we are now going to take the fight to their front doors. No one's ever done that before. We've been doing it for the last 6 months with Islamic terrorists, Islamic extremists all over the country. And now we're going to turn our attentions to those white, British, liberal politicians and journalists and social services people and people in the council and the police who have betrayed our trust, and they've turned our young girls into victims. And rather than tackle their crimes, they've brushed them under the carpet. Who here today is for the victims of the Rotherham paedophile scandal? Let's have our hands up. Well, like I said, let's not forget the victims across the rest of the country. This is the only case where a report that's actually come to public attention. You imagine what's going on in other towns all across the country. So this is the epicentre of this fight against the Muslim grooming scourge. But we need to take this to other towns as well, where we know it's going on. Yeah? And today is a day for serious, committed patriots. We're here not to embarrass our cause, yeah? We're here to be ambassadors for our cause. Good behaviour, no masks, no alcohol. We're Englishmen, we're gentlemen, yeah? Let's look at the way our grandparents and great-grandparents lived, the way they conducted themselves. This country used to be renowned all around the world for its manners, for the way we treated people, yeah? Let's try and get that back. As per usual, the police have confiscated a few placards, I believe, here today. They've confiscated a few because they're telling the truth. Yeah. They're telling the truth. Because what no one is prepared in this country to actually do is say who is responsible. It's not the Asian community, it's the Muslim community. That's who's responsible. It says in the Quran that a woman is worth half of a man. Look at the way they treat their women, second-class citizens, stick them in burqas, cut their genitals off. It's going on. Look at the treatment in Muslim countries. Women can't even go outside their houses without their husband's permission. They're the absolute property of their husband. Muhammad, the great prophet himself, said that women are deficient in intelligence. That's why they target our women. And people say, well, there's paedophiles and there's perverts in every single community in this country. That's true. But it's small scale and it's indiscriminate. It's only in this country, it's only in the Muslim community where it's very well organised, it's widespread, and they only target non-Muslim girls. That's the key difference here. It's got a religious and a cultural angle to it. No other community does this. There's no Hindu grooming scandal unfolding in this country, or Jewish grooming scandal. Yeah, it's one community only, but no one wants to point the finger and take action to stamp it out. And these placards that were taken earlier, it's just an extension of the political correctness which is making us second-class citizens in our own country. Because no one is allowed to say who is really to blame. We've got to keep it under wraps. We have been told, I don't know if you've seen it on Facebook, we had a big banner outside the council, justice for the victims of Muslim grooming. We've been told if we show that today it'll be confiscated. Well, I'll say hang your heads in shame, the police. Disgusting. Because it's you and the council and the social services that doomed 1,400 girls to a life of misery. It's you. It's your fault. And we might not be strong enough to take action now. We might not be strong enough to take action in 5 years' time. But I can tell you now that sooner or later, all of you people who betrayed the children of this town, you will get your comeuppance. But today, let's conduct ourselves like true English patriots, true gentlemen of our country. Yeah? Let's not bring shame upon our cause, because you know yourself, the media, the journalists, them lying bastards will seize upon everything to try and blacken our reputation. Okay? So we're going to form up now and we'll begin our march around the town centre. Into the town centre, into All Saints Street, All Saints Square. So let's go. God save the Queen!